the day before the big ice storm hit, we were doing preparation like we usually do when we hear we're going to have ice or snow. We make sure that we have shovels available. We make sure that we have ice melt available. And my staff does a complete inspection of every building on the outside, making sure there's no loose limbs, there's no treacherous water puddles perhaps that will just freeze over and become an ice skating rink. And this is our standing operating procedure whenever we feel like people's safety may be at risk. As I was sitting on my couch watching TV, listening to the ice come down on the trees and looking out the window, I was dreading that my work phone was going to start to ring. And it did. Cheshire location was calling, and it was after 9 p.m. telling me that we had lost power. The emergency generator had kicked on. I got up extra early the next morning and got myself to work. It was about 6 a.m. and when I arrived and came in the building, I'd already been told the night before that it was getting a little chilly in the building, but I thought, oh, I'll just, make sure everything's good when I get there. But when I walked in and it was freezing cold, my heart just sank. I was like, what is wrong here? Why is there no heat in my building? I have small children here, I have pregnant women here. So I got with my supervisor of maintenance and my supervisor of housekeeping, and we problem solved and we called around until we could find a generator that we could rent. We got the last one in town. They delivered it that afternoon. While we were waiting for that generator to get here, I had my maintenance guys running around buying all the space heaters they could find, all the extension cords that they could find. We bought electric lanterns so the girls would have enough light and no one would be scared or feel uncomfortable. When the generator did arrive, my electricians showed up and helped us get all the electricity hooked up, how to set it up so that we could run the heaters without blowing the generator outside. We were able to shut down fire doors so that we could keep heat in the client areas, because that was what was important to me, is that those clients and the children that were here at this facility were warm. We worked hard for just hours and hours into the evening to make sure that we had a temperature that was comfortable in the client areas. I had to have someone coming down every 2 hours and checking the temperature in the client areas. The rest of the building was unlivable. I mean, I could not manage to get heat in offices, or I did have a few space heaters running in the cafeteria because they were still eating in the cafeteria, but the rest of the building was really cold, probably 50s, I'd say. Seeing clients bundled up in coats and hats and even gloves, seeing the newborns bundled up in heavy blankets and hats, and bothered me. It hurt my heart. I felt terribly responsible. I felt like it was all on my shoulders, and it was kind of heart-wrenching. Even though the clients were being good sports and babies were warm, I felt terribly responsible, and I just knew that this needed to have a permanent solution, because this was not the way that we need to prepare for a disaster type of situation, which this was.